It's a recipe with many possibilities. This Caribbean chicken and quinoa bowl can be mixed up so many ways that it solves your picky eater problem, Mom. It's one suggested by mothers and cookbook authors Coral Barajas and Meg Dow. Great to have you both here.
Thank you. It's our pleasure.
We're feeling lunch today. We are totally feeling lunch. And I know that your point with this recipe is to offer a solution for families that either have picky eaters or, on a more serious note, have some allergies at play that can make it difficult to cook for a group.
Absolutely. Yeah, Meg and I met and linked up. We've been close friends for a while. And my daughter got diagnosed with celiac disease now. So we're home of complete gluten-free, not even a crumb in our home. We have to be super careful.
Which is a challenge.
Oh, it's such a challenge because if she even has a crumb, she's violently throwing up. So we have to be very careful.
Yeah.
So Meg is a chef. And so I lean to her, I'm like, what do I do?
Well, that's a good friend to have in a situation like that.
You need a chef for a friend, I decided. So Meg was to my rescue, and together we created a formula, a way to adapt every recipe to every home. Because not everybody has allergies, not everyone has celiac disease, but I think everyone has a picky eater.
Oh yes, here.
Right? Yes.
I don't want to label my 2-year-old too early, but she's gonna be my girl when it comes to eating. So what's the formula that you came up with?
So the formula is, it breaks down the recipe. So we have, for this recipe, we have the protein, we have the carbs, we have the toppings, the flavor blast, and so that's where you can sub it out to really any different choice. So we give you a bunch of different choices. You're not only getting one recipe, but you're getting thousands of different ideas.
Right.
Yes, ideas where you can make new, flavors.
I love that one point of criteria I heard you say was the flavor blast.
Yes.
Doesn't every plate need a flavor blast?
Yes.
Okay, so show us this formula that in action with this particular Caribbean quinoa bowl.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna make the mango salsa. And I used to teach cooking classes, and the main question that I always got was, how do you cut an onion without crying?
Is there a solution to that?
Oh, yes.
Really?
Yes.
Changing.
So I just cut the onion in half, and then all I'm gonna do is peel off the outer layer of skin, okay? And you wanna keep the bulb intact, because that's what's going to give you a complete onion, so then you're not crying all over the place.
So it's the bulb, the flavor top then, where that comes.
The bulb is this part right here. So that's the bulb. And you're only gonna cut horizontal.
But you're saying that's where the flavor comes that impacts our eyes and our senses, is from the bulb?
The juices.
The juices,
yes.
okay.
So we're gonna leave about 1 inch from the bulb, okay, because that's what's gonna keep it all intact. And then you're gonna go up and down, straight up and down.
She's working that knife all chefy.
I know.
You know,
she is a pro.
She's proving her skill.
Definitely.
It's super easy. So, like I said, you leave that inch so that's all intact, and then you're just gonna dice through it, straight up and down. And then you have
crying. No one's
diced
I'm not crying.
onion.
My mascara is good. Yours is good too.
So we've done that, and then we're gonna cut our mango. So mango is one of those things, what a lot of people would say, I just don't buy mangoes because they're hard to cut. I don't know what to do with it.
I feel like the skin's tougher than other fruits.
Yes,
and the seed's so big.
Right.
It's a dilemma.
Right.
So all you're gonna do is safety first, right? In the kitchen with knives, you're gonna cut off the top and the bottom.
Okay, giving you a stable surface.
Yes, you're just gonna peel it just like that. So I just peel it with the knife, but you can also, if you're kind of a little bit newer to cooking, you can use a paring knife or a peeler even, but this is the easiest way, right? And then just go straight up and down to make little discs.
And now we know. And now we know.
And then you're gonna cut this way.
Okay.
And then you're just gonna create your dice like that.
Dice it right up. Okay, so we've got the onions, the mangoes. What else goes into the salsa?
So what else goes in is our red bell pepper and some cilantro and some lime. And then I like to use kosher salt. So a lot of people use table salt. I would say buy kosher salt. Only have that in your kitchen for cooking.
That's all you need?
That is yes. I use it for baking. I use it for anything I'm doing.
And what do you prefer about it, the flavor or the coarseness?
So yes, the coarseness. The texture, you actually don't need to use as much salt if you use kosher salt because it's a little bit flakier.
Okay.
So it's perfect.
That's already smelling so good.
I know.
So
I know.
And we're not crying.
And no tears. No mascara has been harmed in the making of this salsa.
Yes.
Okay, so the salsa is one component.
Salsa's done, yep. So we are using a jerk seasoning for our chicken. All we're doing, we just coated it and put some salt on there. We put it in a grill pan. The trick with this is you want to not move it around. So many people flip it and mess with it, and all you need to do is let it sit. Let it cook.
I do. I just sit and poke it. Temperature. Are we done? Are we done?
Yes. So let it sit, and then you're just gonna flip it. Once it can come off of the pan, it'll naturally release, and you're good to flip.
Okay.
So it's super easy.
All right. That's our protein.
That is our protein, and then we just use quinoa from the bag where you just microwave it.
Okay.
You can also find it in the freezer section where you can microwave it too.
Bless you for that.
Yes.
Back us up, Coral.
Yes, let's do it. Let's do it. Here, Meg, we'll have you cut our chicken up, dice
chicken
that up.
goes on top.
Yes,
Black beans, additional protein,
I
see.
know. So we'll just do that while she's getting that chicken ready. We'll just put some beans.
Here comes your mango salsa.
Like to die for.
That smells amazing. And what's
know.
this little crunchy?
Yes, these are great.
Those are amazing. Those are plantain chips.
Yes.
So kind of going with the Caribbean theme.
Stick it right on the side.
Pour those on top as a nice
Or you
little
can use
topper.
tortilla chips or what, and we give all those different ideas in the formula cookbook. It's just awesome.
Well, tell
It
us
is
about
so
this
good.
book. Where can we get our hands on this?
Yes, absolutely. You can get your hands on this at megancoral.com, and also it's found on Amazon. So you can find it in any way, 2-day free shipping, right? We all love a little prime in our life.
Love it. So it
And
offers that combination that you talked about with all of the different mix and match options. Okay, we're seeing a couple different variations of this bowl here. So just proof in the fact that there are so many different combinations you can work in and still accommodate.
Endless possibilities.
Okay, we love it. Ladies, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll link you over to the book and to their website from ours after the show to make it easy for you, studio5.ksl.com. Great to have you.